Today, let's head down to Corpus Christi, Texas for First Friday and taking a look at a retro arcade that's got a glass floor.
All I need are some tasty waves, cool buzz, and I'm fine.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am Graham, back with another video. Today's video is actually really special for me because I'm not only going down to Corpus, which I love to do. It is their First Friday celebration that they have downtown, so they block off several blocks, have live music, great events, good food, good drinks, whatnot. But what makes this special is I actually get to go down with my oldest son, who's 31, and my youngest son, who is about to be 15, along with my wife and my oldest's girlfriend. Really looking forward to heading down there and having a good time with them. Now, last month, I say 2 months ago, is when I was the Friday after 4th of July. I had went down there to stay for 4th of July and then thought that there was this big celebration on Friday the next day. So I didn't really realize it was the First Friday event that they were doing down in Corpus. We have them in San Antonio. First Fridays, probably a lot of cities nationwide have them. Been to them in San Antonio for several years, and just after a while, it just wasn't my vibe. Wasn't as eclectic as it used to be when it first started out. And so going down to Corpus and seeing that this was their First Fridays, it was a great time. But I was more interested in going back the second time to see if it was that big and great because it was the weekend after 4th of July, or if that's the way that they are every First Friday. And so before we jump into everything, we got some footage. This game room, I've been to it before. I didn't film it. We'll get to that later on in the video, but I wanted to just kind of show you guys, relive some memories as me as a teenager. Downtown Corpus Christi has always been a special place for me because it's a lot of old buildings, super cool. It's literally across the street from the seawall and the marina that we have. And so ever since I was 5, 6, 7 years old, that area of town was in decline. Lots of homeless people, buildings falling apart, buildings from the 1910s, 1920s, just this beautiful architecture that was falling apart. And now, like most downtowns in major cities or larger cities, they're revamping that. People are moving downtown, condos, apartments, bars, restaurants, and just kind of injecting life back into the city. And so it's really cool to go down there. Every time I go down to Corpus, I always stay downtown at one of the hotels just because I want to be in that area. I want to be where the fun is at. And you can just walk across the street from this bar to that bar to this restaurant to this restaurant. So we basically just walked around, checked out everything, bought some clothes, bought some vintage clothes from the racks, which were always well curated, listened to some great music as we did the month before. And it's just basically us walking around the street. And then we get into checking out the game room that's got the glass floor. So what makes it special for me is the memories that are always created when families spend time together. When my oldest, Theo, was young, I used to take him to this place called the Executive Surf Club. I've been going to it since I was 16. I think it opened around when I was 15, 16 years old. Has changed ownership over time, but it's always remained the same restaurant. And always got a burger called the Executive Surf Burger, which was a hamburger cheeseburger with salsa, bean dip, and crushed Fritos, and onions with batter dip fries. Took him there from a very, very young age. And then now as an adult, almost every time he goes down to Corpus, he goes to the Executive Surf Club to do the same thing. So it was great to be able to go there. I hadn't been with him down there since he was really young. And then also have him with Roth and myself and everybody to just go there and eat, have a couple drinks, and then walked out to this other place that's also owned by all the same people that back in the day in the 90s used to be called Che Bello, which was an Italian gelato / bakery kind of place. Didn't last real long, but it was the right vibe for that building. And it had been different things over the years. And then over the last couple of years, it changed into, I think it's called City Bakery or City something like that. I'll put it up across the screen. That is basically a coffee shop, fresh made breads and pastries and cakes. Just overall a really awesome place. So it reminds me a lot of when it was Che Bello back when I was 16, 17 years old. to be able to go there. And of course, Theo burned his mouth because he sucked down some coffee too quickly. So the great thing that impressed me last time was the one street that has the vendors for clothing was very well curated. As you know, if you watch some of my older videos, I like to thrift and I like to go out and find grails and stuff like that at the thrift store. But what I noticed last time in July when I was there, that these vendors that were there had already kind of curated the shirts, the t-shirts and the clothing to where you're not picking through hundreds of them. There's racks to where you know that everything that's on there is going to be good. I don't mean they're $500 shirts. I'm sure some of them were there that had those, but they're mainly like 3 shirts for $20. They've got cool logos on them, shirts for $10. Then I winded up getting these. It's funny, and I just did this video about back to school clothes, kind of the cheaper brands, and how Bugle Boy is one of my favorites. And we found an absolutely amazing shirt. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit me. It fits Roth. But it is a truly 1990s, made in the USA Bugle Boy all over print shirt that's really freaking cool. So we just shopped around, walked around, went into some stores and bought some things and just enjoyed the music.
Okay, I'll put the line up to have a running. I'm not gonna be number one. Just here to let you know who's like running the place. And every day that I perform and do a show, as long as you know that. Nobody beats the biz. 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 Only at the VRCKMARKIE. I go for what I know, doing a show for human beings. Guaranteed the rock to make the ladies shout. I'm about to wreck your body and turn the party out. Nobody rapping no tempo, always have a form. You hear the monkey, you get the dog, brilliant. I'm the MARKIE. You know that's me. I got the stutter step to keep it check. My speed is so unique. They say I look and sound funny, but I don't believe.
This record store here is super cool. In one of my other videos, you see that I love going to record stores. I collect vinyl, I buy vinyl, I collect cassettes, and I openly look for them to add to my collection because I do listen to them all the time. So we went into this store last month, and it was one of those things, I found something that I didn't even know existed, which was in my opinion, one of the best rappers ever, KRS-One of Boogie Down Productions, and also a very smart individual as well. I love listening to him talk. So didn't even know they had an action figure. And so I bought that up, bought a Moby cassette that I didn't have. And so I figured we'd go back in here again. It's got a really cool vibe. They normally play some type of jazz music on the turntable. Just a super cool vibe, and wanted to show it to you guys.
But yeah, the song goes like 2 rows of it towards the end on that side. You want to flip the
And first of all, when you walk up to it from the street side, you see this awesome mural that's on there, Pac-Man, and a Galaga logo on there, but it's this Corpus over it. Of course, when you go inside, the game room's upstairs. When you walk into the main bar, you can see the glass floor, but that metal work that you see there is actually a model or a mock-up of the Harbor Bridge that we have that takes you from this side of Corpus to North Beach, which then eventually gets you over to Portland. So it's super cool that they have it there, and you can see the glass floor from the bottom, and just really cool place. Apparently they're really known for their pizza there. A lot of people that live downtown tend to go there to get their to-go pizzas to take back to the apartments that are across the street. So here we go, going up the stairs. And one thing also too, I didn't show it, is if you when you're upstairs, there's another door that leads you out to a rooftop deck where they have live music out there on certain nights. So that's super cool. And then of course, here we go. You can walk in here and check it out. They've got crap tons of really badass pinball machines. Unfortunately, I didn't have anybody to help hold the camera for me, so I couldn't film myself playing while I was playing pinball.
Guitar Hero. Now, this guy right here, you're about to witness something special because he is a pro. What's the hardest level? What is it? Hard? Expert. To where I don't even know how his fingers can keep up with it, but his hand-eye coordination is absolutely amazing. So once these people are done, we're going to let the master himself play it. We'll video it. Feels like there's like a lot of back. It's always with the back.
So I kind of have to cut in here and take a pause on that because I'm saying that my son's super good at Guitar Hero. Well, that I will have to admit that the game was off a bit. He wasn't doing really well. Still on hard. You can see that that he's hitting them all, but they were just slightly off. And when you have a video game that's in a public arcade like that, you're going to have issues with it. So I figured I'd show you this clip to kind of back up what I had said previously about how freaking awesome he is at playing Guitar Hero.
am missing notes. Oh no!
So with that said, we're at the end of the video, but what I'd like you to do is drop a comment below of some of your memories at the arcade growing up as a kid. If you still have retro style arcades around you where you live now, if so, where are they at? What cities? Drop a comment on your first Fridays if you have them in your town. If they're like this, if there's something special about them that makes them really, really stand out. And also too, if this is the type of content that you enjoy, please consider subscribing to the channel. As I said in my last video, I'm working towards my 1,000 subs for my channel. And so if I can get there, that would be great with your help. Again, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and hit that bell notification for future videos. So with that said, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.